They say when parents hold their babies for the first time, it's one of the purest moments of happiness, joy, and indescribable feeling of pride. But for my dad, it was different. You see, my mom died giving birth to me, so instead of happiness, my birth brought him unbearable sorrows. He couldn't bear to look at me, let alone hold me. Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is my story. Please like and subscribe to hear the rest of it. My name is Noor, which means light. My nana named me that, a few weeks after I was born. She always believed I was the light in our family's darkness. My father, however, never saw me as such. For him, I was the reason his beloved wife was no more. Each year, on my birthday, Nana would gift me a bouquet of white roses and say,
"They are as full of light as you are. Happy birthday, my light."
Nana made Eid and Ramadan special, filled with joy and lots of happy memories. She'd take me with her to the mosque every Friday, attended my PTAs, and celebrated every little victory with me. Yet, in all these moments, I wished my dad could see me, love me like other fathers did their kids. Oftentimes, Nana would console me.
He loved your mother dearly and is still unable to handle losing her. Someday, he will realize that you are all the love she left for him,
She'd say. When I was 6, my father remarried. I was thrilled to have a new mom, hoping she would bring the motherly love I yearned for all these years. But my happiness was short-lived. My stepmom showed her true colors soon enough. She and her son, Aryan, who was 3 years older than me, treated me poorly and manipulated my dad to hate me even more than he already did. One time, she tried convincing him to give my room to Aryan because he was older and deserved the bigger space. Fortunately, Nana didn't let her succeed. Another time, she tried to withdraw me from school, claiming education was unnecessary for a future housewife.
Faisal, Noor doesn't need all these expenses on her education. She's gonna be a housewife anyway. Save the money for Aryan's university instead.
Of course, I tried to protest, but my dad will not hear it. No surprises there. And once again, Nana came to my rescue, but due to her reclining age, she could only do as much. I continued my education at a public school downtown, instead of my usual private school. My new school was nothing short of what I was used to from my previous private school. Still, I liked it there, since I didn't have to deal with Aryan at school. Also, it gave me my best friend Amaya. Outside home, she was my rock, pretty solid. She hails from a humble background, living with only her widowed mom and big sister, Humi. But boy was she confident. I'd never in my life met anyone like her, and wished I had in me even a little bit of her confidence. In 9th grade, my world crumbled into pieces before me. I lost my Nana to old age. Without her, Eid was no longer the same. Birthdays went unnoticed. And worse, I was reduced to a maid by my family since she wasn't there to defend me anymore. Just when I thought things couldn't get any worse, they actually did. My room was turned into Aryan's trophy store. And I was moved to the attic despite the numerous bedrooms in the bungalow. To avoid nuisance, my stepmother said. Over time, I slowly became the full-time errand girl of the house. My dad's evil wife and her son did with me as they please, while he continued to ignore my existence as ever. After I finished 9th grade, I was pulled out of school entirely. She's had enough education for a girl, my stepmom said, but I wasn't about to let her win and give up my education, especially when it seemed like my only escape from this pit of hell. So often, I would sneak books from the home library when no one was looking. Professor YouTube and Google became my official tutors. I thank God I was still connected to the Wi-Fi. Many nights, I lay awake, staring at the starry night sky of my attic window. In those quiet moments of self-reflection and internet exploration, I found myself a new hobby. With my old gadgets, I started doing digital art. It became my escape, a way to pour out my emotions, despairs, and loneliness. I continued going to the mosque whenever I get the chance, and observed my prayers, just as Nana had taught me.
Whatever life throws at you, don't ever lose Allah. He'll never burden you beyond anything you can handle.
Her words echoed in my heart. Once in a while when my family is away on vacation, I'd visit Amaya downtown. Look at this new piece I drew last night, I said, holding my tablet up to Amaya.
Wow, this is incredible, girl. You were like, what? Some art prodigy?
Ha ha.
Very funny. This is just something I do to pass time.
Are you kidding me? This is insanely amazing. You should be proud of your talent, for real. Why don't you start an account? Post your art and share your story. The world needs to see this.
Amaya's words planted a seed of hope in me. I've never really been the most confident person, but for the first time ever, I felt like maybe, just maybe, my dreams mattered. So I started a faceless Instagram and TikTok account. I post my art whenever I can and did voiceovers of my daily struggles. Slowly but surely, my account grew. People loved my art and connected with my stories. I even began doing mini comics, collabs, and sold some of my works on art websites, saving every penny for college. Eventually, I expanded to a YouTube channel and started sharing my journey there as well. Then one day, my worst nightmare came to life. I came home to find all my artwork and devices dismantled in my room. A yawn had discovered my social networks, and my family wasn't pleased with the voiceover stories. I stood frozen in horror as I stare at all my devices and hard work, laying broken on the floor.
You think you can just do as you please and get away with it? This is what happens when you defy us.
I sat there in defeated silence, speechless and utterly broken. I was 19 and couldn't take any more of the bullying. So, I fled home with all the savings I made from my socials and sales. Although I was a little hesitant about going to Amaya's, as I didn't want to be a burden. But budget wasn't gonna last me long enough at a hotel. And honestly, the streets of Pakistan were definitely not an option. I didn't have much choice in the end but to crash at my friends'. Thankfully, Amaya's family took me in. They had little, but their love and support were immense. And that was all I needed. With unwavering faith in Allah and my best friend's support, I found a renewed sense of purpose and was ready to start anew. I worked hard on my art to build a great portfolio for my college application, and took several part-time jobs to support myself and save for college. About 7 months later, a surprising visitor showed up at the front door. My dad stood there with a bouquet of white roses.
Noor, I realized how terrible of a father I've been to you all these years. Living without you has shown me the errors of my ways. I am really sorry. If it's not too late, I'll love for us to start over. I will understand if you can't forgive me. Nonetheless, I truly want you to know that my apology is sincere.
Overwhelmed, I thanked him for apologizing. You'll always be my dad, against all odds. And although I cannot hate you forever, it will take me some time to forgive you.
I understand. I'll wait, however long it takes. I'm ready to do whatever it takes to make things right.
He continued to tell me that my stepmom and Ayan were caught and jailed for attempting to steal from his assets. I couldn't bring myself to forgive him entirely, but I accepted his offer to fund my college as a start to our healing journey. Today, I'm living my dreams, all thanks to Allah. Every day, I walk into my gallery sharing my story through art, and inspiring over millions all around the globe. I even host very successful personalities in my art gallery a couple of times. And I've received multiple awards at an international level to recognize my outstanding talent and influence. As for my dad and I, we're slowly rebuilding our relationship. It's a long road and occasionally awkward, but it's worth every step. My journey taught me that even in the darkest of times, there's always a light within us that never fades. With faith, resilience, and support from those who truly care, I overcame all obstacles. Remember guys, no matter how tough life gets, never lose hope. We all have the strength to heal, grow, and chase our dreams. Always have faith in Allah.